Evening, Gooners. Welcome to the Gooner Booth. It's the big one. It's the Arsenal versus Liverpool preview. We're going to get right into it. Predicted 11, which Wayne's looking forward to presenting. And yeah, we're looking forward to a must-win game, lads. How we doing?
Evening, mate. Evening.
Before we delve deep into it, please hit a like on the button. If you're joining the show, please comment, get involved in the chat, and most importantly, subscribe.
Yeah,
Cool.
we appreciate it, guys. Helps the channel grow.
Some interesting stats before we get going. Arsenal have won only once in the last 7 against Liverpool. And another stat in the reverse. Liverpool have only won at the last time Liverpool won at the Emirates was March 2022. So it opens it up. So, well, I mean, Dave, let's start for yourself, mate. What's your thoughts on tomorrow's game?
You could also counter that stat with how many times has Arsenal lost at the Emirates this season?
Yeah, so I can give you that stat. Arsenal not lost at home for 15 consecutive home league games.
Well, that breeds a little bit of confidence.
And we've scored in all of them as well.
There you go. So you can look at it whatever way you want. But look, tomorrow, I think that we got to show. Listen, we set down the marker. If we beat these and we beat these quite comfortably, then I think that sends shockwaves. I think a few teams will start to look. Hold on a minute. Look, at the end of the day, considering what's going on at the moment with other teams, a draw against Liverpool is not the end of the world. But do I think that we've got the quality to win it? Yeah, definitely. They've got players out. They've got players on international duty, but we've got players coming back from injury. We've got players that are coming into full fitness now, like Gabriel Jesus. He's had minutes coming off the bench. So I think that we're in a good place. So I'm quite confident. I'm looking forward to this game. Big games. This is the games that we want to be in, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I was talking to Dave Fairwayn about the Ekatike situation. He said that he's a late fitness now. I reckon that's a bit of mind games from Slot there.
Yeah, mate. I heard someone say, "No, listen, that was again one of the people I follow on X and saying, basically, you know, are they gonna risk him? Because obviously, if they're going to risk him now, there's some games that might be a little bit more important for him at the moment. Because right now, currently, in all due respect, they're not in a title race. I think he plays, in my personal opinion. I think Slot's going to want to have his best players, but he's sort of like he's been quite risky at the moment, matey. You know, I don't know if he's a tight hamstring or something along them lines. Tone. If he's out, you know, they've got no Isaac, they've got no striker, they've got no Salah.
Yeah, I think his job's on the line here. I think if he loses to Arsenal, he's under immense pressure.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of rumours about
it's been nuts, the Premier League, the last couple of weeks. The amount of seconds. I mean, Chelsea United, we've got rid of their managers, so it's he's got to be. I think he's next in terms of pressure.
Yeah.
So no, big games. But I think Liverpool are there for the taking tomorrow. They've got loads of injuries, and we've got most of our players back. Yes, like Calafiori and Mascara, injury doubts. So there's probably a chance.
I don't think they'll make it. So no, not that.
No, I think going by the team news, I think Arteta ruled out Calafiori and Mascara for this fixture. But look, Nkape can do a job. We'll get into your starting 11 later on in the show. But I think Nkape's not been doing too bad. I think MLS could probably slot in for this game. Again, Salah's not playing. So look, I mean, obviously I don't think take anything for granted with Liverpool. They've still got some good players. Gapco isn't injured. You've got a few of their players that are really dangerous. Wirtz is picking up a little bit of form as well, so he's gonna want to try and get control of the ball in that midfield. I think we've got to come out of the trap. One thing we haven't done the last five to 6 games is start early. It's always been the second half where we've come out. Aston Villa looked really cagey. I was in the ground and everyone was getting a little bit anxious, going, "Oh God, it's going to be." Because I did say that if we don't do anything in the first 20 minutes, Aston Villa are gonna grow into that game. And we come out second half, it was like a completely different team. But we don't. Yes, that was great. We beat them 4-1, but we don't. I think in these sort of games we need to come out of the blocks quicker and get an early goal if we can, just to calm the nerves down a little bit. And I think if we get an early goal tomorrow, I think we beat Liverpool 3-0.
You know, listen, we're more than capable of opening any team up, Tone. You know, I think Liverpool, again, like I agree with you, I think they're there for the taking. I think there's in respect to them, though, I still think obviously when it comes to the occasion, you have to be careful of them. But I think that they're danger man. Last year, it was Salah. They were the way Slot played. He's had obviously with Jota passing, which you can't help, which is an unfortunate thing. They got rid of Diaz, they got rid of Nunes, and while Nunes was getting pelters left, right, and centre, he played a certain way that allowed the better players to shine, if you like. It's kind of like Gyökeres in a sense for us, where you've got a striker that everyone's going, he's not scoring goals, but it's what he does in the lead up to the goals, or he creates them issues and the separation between the centre backs and whatever, mate. So I think they're going to lack that because again, with Salah, but we have to be respectful of it. I was talking to a guy at work and I said, you know what? Liverpool are not the greatest defensively like they were last year. But I said, but watch Kanate and Van Dijk for me saying that kind of rubbish, and they end up having colossal performances, So it's one of them I'm kind of mixed with, Tone. I don't think they got the firepower, but I think we still have to be respectful. Don't think it's going to be a cricket score, but I think, as you said, get an early goal, get them on the back foot, and they've got to come at us then. And then I think the game will open up if they try and do that. Definitely.
Yeah, he's got. I think Slot has to go for this game. He has to get a result.
Yeah.
I mean, the City are 1-0 up as we speak, right? Do you think there's pressure on us if they win against Brighton going in this game tomorrow? Because there's a 3-point gap. There'll be a 3-point gap.
Listen,
will there be a 3-point gap? There will be, no? If they win.
At the time of kickoff, they'll have closed the gap. If they win, I mean, listen,
Aston Villa are playing against Palace as well. So yeah, basically we'd have 3 points on both of them if they both win.
If they both win, I mean, listen, it's as someone said. I mean, again, there's an interview with Szoboszlai, and again, if I try to pronounce his name as best I can, boys, it's a Hungarian name, and so they're quite tough in how they pronounce stuff. But Szoboszlai is the best you're going to get off me, guys. He done an interview with Sky, and he was after the interviewer asked him, and they said, well, he went. And listen, I don't know where it's come from. I don't know where people are saying it. It's maybe Paul Merson, but he's gone, well, nothing's won in January, and they're not the champions. They're playing the champions. And in all due respect, we are playing the champions. We're not playing the champions at the top of their game. We ain't playing the champions with the only like City this year. Who was their main player last year, and who really got them the title? It was Salah, wasn't it? From up until February. And the goals he was scoring, the form he was in, we were rubbish anyway. City were rubbish. Everyone else was just struggling. But Liverpool had an informed player banging goals in the form of his life. Haaland's always in the form of his life, but then he always has a dip every now and then. He's obviously scored tonight, but what I'm saying is they haven't got that. So you can give it that we can pay respects, boys. But the only respect I want is a 3-0 drubbing. So, you know what I mean? But, you can be respectful so far, but let's not be overly respectful because we got to make a statement. You come into our ground, you got Szoboszlai scored an absolute worldie. You can't odds that. Mikel was playing for a 0-0. That was obvious in the tactics back in Anfield. You can't, this is our patch now, and let's show them how we roll, boys.
You don't think Arteta's going to go conservative for this game? Surely
you
not.
Can't. No, it is. What other conservative? You cannot break up that midfield tone, which obviously we will get to my starting 11. But you cannot break that midfield up. Only thing you can do is change your personnel on the left-hand side. I do not think he's going to put Jesus. He will want the Gyökeres to pin the likes of Kanate and Van Dijk. So he's going to play. The only change you'll find in that team is if he wants to change the left back to MLS, Hincapié for MLS, and potentially, obviously, Martinelli for either a Trossard or an Eze. But he won't play Eze. I think, obviously, could potentially be Trossard. But he can't, mate. You play Moreno. If he does what he does against Anfield, Tone, that will be negative. But you can't break up that midfield.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't. We've got enough firepower even on the bench. I'm sure Madueke, even Martinelli, Jesus, Havertz is even back. So there's a lot to think about.
Havertz is in training. He's just managing load apparently, Tone. So he should be on the bench hopefully, mate.
Nah, the first team squad will be out there. Who he thinks is his best 11 is pretty much close enough now. So he should be picking what his A team is. And then B side should be playing Tuesday or Wednesday, whenever we play,
As I say, people are moaning about Ezra, Dave. I think obviously he will start against Portsmouth. Again, when he's good and ready, and when he's ready to, and he's got the out of possession stuff, he's got to prove it now in the cup games, and there's plenty of them coming along, boys.
That's it.
My only problem with that though is if Ezra has an absolute blinder against Portsmouth, he still doesn't get in the team because Arteta's just, his captain starts. Which I want.
Tom, it'll be the left-hand side. Time. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, mate. I just think he's placed. I'm really sorry. I just say, like I said last night, mate. I still think he's going to try and get him in the team on the left-hand side. Personally, mate, I think that's his only role at the moment, Bones.
Yeah,
so, put it. You can play. Anyway, good evening, Charles.
Hello,
I'll
Charles.
read this out for one of you boys to answer, matey. But good evening. Thanks for joining. To be honest, I want fans to do away with this thrashing dream. A boring 1-0 set piece winner with 0 shots, and here's an ideal win. Yeah, listen, mate, it's the only thing I worry about, Charles, at the moment. I know Big Gabs is coming back; he's getting back to full fitness. Like we said last night, we want the thrashing is a dream, and that's what I think Tony was alluding to myself. But yeah, listen, if we get a set piece 1-0, Big Gabs heads it in, and we hold off. Listen, it's our ground. Happy days, boys.
Happy days.
3 points.
Take another 10 or 12 of them, mate. Don't worry about that.
Listen, if we take 12 or 13 of them, Dave, you're looking at the title being almost close to ours. So keep doing it.
To be honest with you, if you look at the next month is going to be pretty much close to deciding it.
It's important. It's important, definitely.
Just to counter what
Charles
said.
I'm with you, mate, and thanks for joining.
But just to counter argument to what Charles said. Thank you for joining again, buddy. Do we want? Yes, we would. We would take that, right? The obsession with fashion teams is a dream, right? But do we want Arteta to do that? Do we want him to go and play for a set piece and sit in? I don't want to do that.
I don't think he'll sit in. Right? I think it's just a case.
If it turns out that way, then we'll take it. It's 3 points is 3 points. How you get it doesn't matter. It all counts on the. It's all on the ball, right?
I think, Tone,
I don't want us to be that negative because I do think that if we do that, then I think Liverpool will they will have chance in this game, right?
Yeah.
But that's why I think if we got to get them on the back foot early doors. I think Van Dijk and Konate
get a goal 15, 20 minutes in, mate, and then they've got to come out of them, mate, haven't they? That's what as I just said. You're right. You don't want that, but I'll still if it be set piece, it'd be fun. Yeah, of course we would.
I think
set piece FC will come out time, wouldn't it?
I think we'll score again from a set piece tomorrow. I just think that we're so dangerous, and Rice is back, and I think Rice and Saka, their deliveries are just Rice especially. His delivery is on point.
I tell you what, Tone. You know what's a problem as well. And sorry, mate, I don't mean to interrupt you, but you're 100% right. I don't think we got enough. You were there at the game, so you can obviously correct me. But we were not. I mean, the stats won't lie, and the game won't lie. We were not. We hardly had a corner, did we, in the first half of the Villa game? So that's sometimes our bread and butter. If the attack's not working, our bread and butter is to get a set piece and do it that way. We have to force errors and corners.
I
think it's second half. It was
we scored from it. So
100%, we have to keep forcing it, Tone, and that's the best way. Keep forcing the corners. If you can't, get a corner. If you get a couple of corners in the first half, get them boys shaking at the back. They will. Transitionally as well. Van Dijk here is great. He hates having to run. Van Dijk hates having to be on the back foot and running. He's been a quality defender for years. Borderline world class, whoever wants to say. But it's not going to last long. And this season, he's struggled.
That's
and
why he
will struggle in transitional play. He won't be able to. You can get at him.
Yeah,
but not up front, Tone.
I'm still going to push that bow out. Sorry.
You're right.
It'll be a tight game.
Listen, I think Charles. I think you're right. Listen, it'll be cagey. Tony doesn't want it to be cagey. I don't even. I'm sure Dave doesn't yourself. But we have to be the protagonists.
Yes,
we have to. We have to be on the front foot. We have to get that goal. and they have to come out. So the game can either be 1-0 Charles and we can close it off, or they can come at us and that will open gaps up for Liverpool, and they will be there for the taking. So that goal, if it comes early, great. If it's 0-0 at half time, you're looking at someone to come up with something special, you know. But yeah, look, listen, fingers crossed. If it's an early goal, then they've got to come at us, and that's when you're going to see an open game, and Liverpool are going to be there for the taking, in my opinion. So they won't want to concede a goal. So yeah, you could see him maybe set up conservatively, really, Slot, you know.
Yeah, well, it's a good segue on to the starting 11. So here's Wayne's predicted starting 11. Cool. Well, basically, you've gone with the same team that faced Bournemouth. And
Well,
I think,
obviously Martinelli started, didn't he?
Martinelli. Ignore me. That's his full strength team. That's Arteta's starting 11 in his eyes, right? If there's no injuries. Obviously,
Bar Calafiori, maybe. I think.
Bar Calafiori. But yeah, I think that's pretty strong. I think that's pretty on point. I'll be shocked if he changes that.
Well, I think that team's well strong enough to beat Liverpool at this moment. So
yeah, it's interesting. Alisson's back in goal, but yeah, he's still a good goalkeeper, and he's
he want
to keep him busy. I just want us to start quickly. We haven't done that in the last 5 games, and most of this season actually we haven't started. It's always been the second half, and one day it's just going to be too late. You're going to have to come out and recover some, a situation. I don't want us to be in that situation. I think we're going to get a goal early in the first 20 minutes. We should be 1-0 up. If we do that, Liverpool have to come out. I've got no choice, and then I think we beat them comfortably because we've got too much going forward for them. I think Van Dijk and Konate aren't on the same page. But as you said, Wayne, before we went live, is actually earlier when you were talking to a mate at work, you watch him have a colossal performance. Like they will do. Van Dijk hates Arsenal as well, and he always pulls something out of the bag for this game. And you'll find that they'll do that and then have a clanger next week away to Burnley or something. It's ways the way, but I think we just need to go out there and start quickly. If we don't did it, this is where for me, is Saka did Madueke do enough to start in this game, guys? No. Did he do enough against Bournemouth?
What did you say yesterday, Dave?
No.
No. Sorry, Dave. Go on, my friend. But go on.
No, he didn't do enough. That's it.
No.
The thing is, I think that's a bit harsh. He made that run, set up the goal. He was directing the whole game. I think we're being a bit harsh and saying he didn't do nothing.
No. Listen, what we're saying, what Dave, I think what he's trying to say, and what I'm trying to say, is that Saka will not be dropped. Is what
Saka and Odegaard are not going to. And Arsenal side are undroppable.
And Declan Rice, the back four, the back three, Bar Hincapié, there's undroppables in that team. And I say that because Saka won't be. What he has to do, Tone, is again for some reason, as I say, Ez is in tactical exile at the moment while he's getting punished for his mistake against Aston Villa. So he might not come on. So maybe he might put Madueke on later and have them swap wings. But I say no because Saka will play. I think Madueke's directness, I love it. We've had that discussion yesterday, Tone. I do love it, mate. I just don't think he starts tomorrow, dude.
No.
So why ain't Madueke up? So why ain't Martinelli up front, mate?
I wanted to upset you. Yeah, that's a good point, Charles. I mean, it's the ball progressors, yeah.
Which combo,
what it is, it's starters and finishers. One thing as well with this, again, I'd like you pointed out and reminded me of, Tone, as well, as say straight after the game, whether I'm talking absolute, cogswallop or whatever, boys, but it isn't, because you can see the results. I think Gyökeres has to stay on that pitch for as long as possible in terms of the pressing. And if you're going to do something like Tony, like Dave, as we take the mick out of Tony, at times maybe you could look at it and go, as much as we like Jesus, Martinelli playing as a number 9 for the last 20 minutes, if you're going to take Gyökeres off, he knows the press.
Yeah.
Jesus is just coming back from injury, and he don't, depending on the game state, I just think sometimes we lose a bit of the press. We got a player who can link play, put the ball in the back of the net like he did with Villa. It was a fantastic, phenomenal goal, brilliant goal. But I think it depends on the game state. Martinelli could be, at this moment in time, fully fit, can cover Gyökeres in terms of the pressing. Because you imagine that, Van Dijk, 70th minute, it's 1-0. You take Gyökeres off, put Martinelli on up top. He's got the pace, he can worry anyone. And in that central area, could be an option. But obviously he will go for Jesus. But yeah,
It all depends on how Liverpool are defending. If they're defending with a high line, then Martinelli's in. If they're defending with a low block or a mid block, then
I agree with this comment.
It all comes down to starters and finishers, that Bones.
I agree with this comment, right? In the sense of it is crucial that we don't allow Van Dijk time on the ball, because
they are the pressure boys, aren't they?
When there's pressure on him, he has been making mistakes this season. So I generally think that in a way, he might be. I know Trossard's clinical, right? But he might be thinking for this game. Maybe Martinelli on the left might not be a bad shout, just for that press on them two central defenders.
Listen, Tony. As we've said before, and someone did say, and again reminding us of it, and he's 100% right. Mikel will have starters and finishers. So he says every player is crucial. If you're a starter, whether you're a finisher. So it's highly dependent on, do you go, like Trossard's got your clutch, but do you put Martinelli on, see if he get him to trouble the defence, and then you get Trossard who comes up clutch, puts the ball in the back of the net when you need him to, and you bring him on later on in the second half with like a Jesus or whatever. Yeah, listen, I'm doing it because I'm trying. When you're trying to read Mikel, it's a different kind of kettle of fish. He's tough. So you're right, Tony. He could go for Martinelli for the to tire him out, and Trossard will find the space second half, later on.
Yeah, because look, Trossard's been known for a good super sub as well. I know he's
a phenomenal super sub, Bones,
but he can still do it off the bench. If it does happen, I'm not going to be too disheartened, because I think that Martinelli, I think he can do a job. But then he started against Bournemouth and he was a little bit. He didn't really get into the game, did he?
He doesn't.
That's because he weren't playing up front, boys.
No, yeah, here, Dave. Go on. This is on you, Dave. Go on.
I'm gonna
tell him, Dave.
Shirt on underneath that Arsenal shirt. Take it off. Take it off.
Now, listen. Go on, Dave. Go for it.
Put it this way. Basically, we've got there's certain moments and certain situations where putting Martinelli up front would not be a bad option. Champions League, i.e. Yeah. Now, there's a few times he's come on as sub and he's got a few goals in the Champions League where they're pushing on to us, where we're one goal up and he's run through the back of them. Yeah, that's ideal situations. He's pace. Yeah, and look at the goal he scored against Man City to get us the draw. Earlier on this season. That's the same thing. Ball over the top, running onto it. Great finish. Lob Donnarumma. Yeah, great finish. So, but if you're asking me, we're back to goal, and he's got to do link up play, and then he's got to start playing triangles around the box and little deft touches. That's not his game. It's not his game. Yeah. He's a pace merchant, road runner, isn't he? That's what he is. Put his head down, off he goes. That's what he is, road runner. Sometimes he looks down at the ball too much. He should pass when he's running.
He doesn't get his head up, Dave, does he?
He don't get his head up quick enough sometimes. That's his problem.
Yeah. I think that's sorry, Tony, go on, mate.
Question. Who most concerns you about Liverpool tomorrow? I know they've got some injuries, but who most concerns you?
TK, if he's fit.
I was going to say that. If TK starts, he's one to watch.
Yeah, I think. Listen, you know what? I think their midfield kind of has struggled. Gravenberch hasn't kind of reached the heights of last year. Szoboszlai is kind of, you thought, here we go, like all Liverpool fans were drooling at the man.
We got to watch him.
You know, you can do. I mean, set piece wise, Dave. I mean, you know,
I think
the thing is,
Mendy and Rice have got him on lockdown, mate. I don't.
they'll have him unless they get a set piece. This is the thing. You can't. Arteta will want control. And you know, like you say with Martinelli, and like as you say, Tone. I know. I think now Gyökeres has become too important until Havertz comes back, because Havertz knows how to the press and how to lead the press. While, in all due respect to Jesus, he's not a press man. He is your flair. He's the winger come forward, as they used to call him. Do you know what I mean? He's not an out and out number 9. He's not the press. He's not got the engine anymore, or the body to do that. While Gyökeres is built for it. Is Havertz going to be the same after he's defeated? He's not going to be able to keep up with it for maybe a month or so, because he's been out for so long. So Gyökeres is vitally important now to the way we play and pinning their centre backs back. So Martinelli won't kind of work in a game like this, but he can work on the left. But he just hasn't got that. At times he can't take his man on. You know, like, as we say with Crystal Palace, phenomenal. At times his confidence goes, and he can't. If the right back gets the better of him or out muscles him, as he always gets out muscles. If you notice, boys, where you think there's a good ball on, he's run the channel, he's run the line, and the right back will just shove him out of the way, goal kick, and Martinelli's head kind of drops a little, or his confidence drops. He is a phenomenal engine of defensively, but there's games at times he struggles to really be a direct, and that's why, like a Madueke and Eza, for argument's sake, they can be more direct. But again, Martinelli gets picked because of his defensive play. So it's vitally important though. That for me, it is Gyökeres in terms of the pressing. That's why we've won so many games, boys, because that's what he does. He pins the centre backs. He presses constantly. You know, and it's important tomorrow, as Charles said, make Van Dijk make a mistake, or at least get him under pressure. Yeah. He's phenomenal facing you. He's not good. He's not good when you're trying.
Been dodgy as well.
Konate's got a mistake.
Konate as well, boys. You can get dodgy, both of them. Erdegaard has to get on them. Gyökeres has to get on them, and that's when it's vitally important that we have a game from Saka, because he's a finisher. Saka's a finisher. He's do you put a clutch guy on, or do you put your pacey in behind winger with Martinelli on? That's what would be his conundrum tomorrow.
I'm going to be interested to see the Gyökeres and Van Dijk battle tomorrow, because at Anfield did we get a chance to see it as much? Not really.
I don't think really against Man United or Anfield we saw it, Tone. As I say again, it's an adaptation period, and Dave alluded to it a couple of streams back, saying that obviously we have to remember as well that he picked up an injury at the worst time. And then obviously against Bournemouth, that was again, as I said, the best we've seen. So he will be important in keeping them occupied, and that's when the others come into play as well.
Do you want to answer that way?
He's you can answer these, Bones. No, listen, I think it is. Listen, you know what it is, Charles, is because again, like the boys have said, if Villa and City win, they'll both be 3 points behind us. This is every game should at the Emirates, in my opinion, not just against Liverpool, should be treated like it is. They're getting apparently as well. They want people to get to their seats. Tone, I know you're going tomorrow, mate. About 7:45. They're doing a fan-led kind of thing. So you obviously let us know on the stream, in the chat as well, that we have a private chat. Let us know, dude. But listen, every game, this is a big game, because you've got all the Arsenal haters, and there's a hell of a lot of them out there, bar Arsenal supporters and a few random other supporters that haven't got a problem with Arsenal Football Club. They are thinking, go on, Liverpool. This means we need everyone there. Whether you like North London forever or not, just sing it. Because in my opinion, there's a few lads at work that go, Tone, who I'll take the tickets off of. They don't really necessarily like the song. But I said to them, you don't have to like it. For me, after all the rubbish we went through with Wenger going, AFTV going in the negative, and the divide it was, Wenger out, Wenger in. We see it every week. We see it, it was so toxic that everyone was, looking to the person to the right, going, "Shut up, mate. What are you saying?" You know,
Yeah.
I had when you remember when I had my brother-in-law's ticket, I had a bloke behind me who was like one bloke loved Ramsey. The guy, I'm going back 10 years, by the way, boys, and the one in front hated him. Right, and it was. I'm like, listen, whether you hate on it, why are we having a debate, and why are we having a debate if Gyökeres and Havertz should start? North London forever connects the fans, and you're all in one thing, just the passion. You love Arsenal Football Club. You're in there. You're under the lights. Sing your fucking hearts out, and let's fucking show them what Arsenal Football Club's about. It's a long fucking overdue that this football club wins a big trophy so we can shut a hell of a lot of fans up, boys. So he's saying that, Charles, to say, look, get behind your team. Let's sing. This is, we as fans, we can get these lads over the line, and that's what he's saying.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, but at the same time, the players have to turn up as well. You can't be telling the supporters to do. You know, we do most.
You can always be the 12th man.
We pay money for the tickets. Turn up.
Yeah, but people are cold. People are cold. They've got no money. They got no money after Christmas.
Give us something to shout about. Don't play dilly-dally football where you're just slowly moving the ball from left to right. Right? Give us something to cheer about, because do you know what? I've noticed in big games, Aston Villa, a good example, was at the game. We was quiet after 10 minutes because we were shit. Didn't come out.
Yeah, but that's an expectancy, and that's, you do find that. Listen, we shouldn't be expected to play any good football. You know, he's adopting different styles of football, Bones, and whether you like it or not, it's like set piece FC.
Yeah, but
we were conceding goals. If he's playing a different way.
I'm not saying. No, I'm not. You know, you misthink what I'm saying. That don't. If you want energy from the supporters, show energy on the pitch, right? They play lethargic in the first half. The ball goes so slow.
I don't think it's lethargic. I think it's just control tone. I don't think it's lethargic, mate. It's so tough to watch. It's tough to watch. I get what you're saying. Honestly, I'm not rowing or debating. I'm getting what you're saying. That's the problem. It looks lethargic. It's the way Arteta sets him out. But I think there's a difference. There's a difference to what he's not. You know, you're 100% right. You're going there, you're freezing your arse off. If you're up in the upper tier, it's even more cold because you're hitting the air straight off. Down in the lower tiers, it's not too sad, but you're cold. You want to see your football team come out the traps and get you excited. I get that, 100%. I think what he's saying is just try to create that atmosphere, because this is a big game. I mean, I went to, I think it was a Man City game years ago, Bayern Munich game. One of the best things best atmospheres I've ever seen. We beat them both times. Get up for it, get in there, get at them. You know, it might be turgid, but maybe we'll have to beat them with turgid football. But unfortunately, Tone, that's Arteta's way. It's control. And I get that. I get what you're saying, Tone. You're right. It really a fine line.
It pisses me off when the players are having a shit game and we're underperforming. Or Burnley are beating Man United 1-0, by the way. New manager bounce.
Listen, at the end of the day,
bodies at the wheel, boy.
The reason why he's saying it to the fans is because it's getting to
I get it. I get what he's saying.
That point of the season where nervousness can be portrayed onto the players. So what he don't want is any nervous energy going to the players and them feeling it, because at the end of the day, we're in a good position. So in my opinion, that's what I think it's doing. It's a little message back to these players. It ain't even to the fans. That one's back to these players to say, look, it ain't nervous time, boys. Look, it's all good. Yeah. And all the fans just chill out. We're all right. We've got it under a plan. You know, just follow me and we'll be okay. That's what I think the general message is.
I think kudos to the
PR. I'd say that's good PR, really.
Yeah, good.
You can't be negative, Tone, can he, and say, for God's sake, guys, don't get negative in the first 10 minutes. We've got to win a game.
No,
he's just, he's just trying to G the fans up, mate. You know
what I'm saying is, don't let Liverpool quieten the fans down. Keep going, even if even a high press or a tackle gets everyone going, right? It's. But I wanted to mention kudos to the Arsenal supporters at the Bournemouth game. Gabriel made that mistake and they were singing his name. So what does that tell you about mentality shift?
Oh, 100%, Bones. Yeah, I'd just say, just be prepared. But I mean, listen, I'm not telling 60,000 Arsenal fans that are freezing cold want to be entertained. Some people want to be entertained, but I think sometimes that atmosphere, when it goes at that especially under the lights, it's phenomenal. You know, there's something that, you know, we've had great Champions League nights. You know, Napoli, Tone, you remember Erdegaard, Özil, sorry, I was going to say Erdegaard then. Özil's volley against Napoli, 2-0, brilliant goal. Right, he's controlled finish, fantastic goal. The atmosphere on them nights, I think he's just trying to recreate that, mate. He, you know, so yeah, listen, get out, boys, get out quick.
Whenever I've gone this season, the atmosphere has been great.
Yeah. I have. Listen, it's brilliant. I mean, I've only gone into the lower thing. You know, I ain't got as much money as you, Tony. You know what I mean? I like to be a penny behind you, but you're lucky sod going to the game. I'm well gel, but yeah. Listen, is it upper tier again, Tony? You going
upper tier, mate? Yeah.
As I say, you can see the pitch there. I mean, listen, it's just that's what he's saying, and as I say, whether you hate it or not, everyone just get up there. But we need to make it a fortress, the Emirates, Tone. We can't, you know.
Yeah,
you can't allow them the time to play their game of football. Let's get right on them, you know.
I mean, look, we've had one loss in 28 matches overall, so I think consistency has been the key this season. You know, and I have no doubts with this game. I'm a little bit nervous, but at the same time, I'm confident. Yes. Evening, mate. Yeah, I think there will be a tifo. I think they are planning on doing tifo. Yeah,
listen, obviously, have a tune in, guys, if you can. I mean, again, you've got to rely on Sky Sports. And Tony will please follow the stream, and thanks for joining us, Jazz. But please follow the stream because Tony will let us know. But apparently, there's a few fans sort of like saying get to your seats at 7:45. There's a fan-led thing as well. So whether it's a tifo, but they've just said it's fan-led. So let's see.
It's a protest to get Arteta out.
Yeah, no, mate. It's a protest to get Martinelli at centre forward, mate. You know what I mean?
Yes. Sign the
petition. Oh shit! It's 1-0.
No, is it 1-0, Alf? Oh, go on, Alfie. Thanks for joining, boy. And I tell you what, their defence is going to be struggling. I tell you, mate. Thanks for joining. It is funny, Alf.
Matomo scored.
Go on,
yeah.
Go on, the lads. Go on, the Seagulls.
Go on, the Seagulls.
Seagulls. Hang on. It's been rubbed off, isn't it?
Oh.
Has it been rubbed off? Hang on. Is it updated? Oh, hang on. Let me just check the thing quickly, guys.
Yeah, this is poor stats. This is
poor technique.
Go. VAR check. Made everyone wait.
Go.
Yeah, there you go.
Here we go. Yeah, 1-0. Brilliant. Look, can you imagine if they drop points against Brighton and we go
Jazz, yeah, just seen it, my friend. Thank you.
We could go because Villa are drawing to Crystal Palace. We beat Liverpool. We're 9 points clear. How good is that going to?
Mate, I told you this next month, we could be out of sight. We go like 10 points clear, 12 points clear.
Agreed.
By the end of January.
Agreed, Jazz. Yeah.
Boys, I tell you, it's looking really good for us. We can start thinking about Champions League and how we're going to manage the squad through them sort of games, you know. Because look, we go 10, 12 points. Can you see us losing 4 games from then on?
Yeah.
Not really.
We have momentum. Be good momentum.
The games are ticking off now as well, boys. You know, listen, we're halfway, just below halfway. So, you know, we're on the final countdown. It's crunch time.
Listen, I mean, that's it. It is. I'm
trying not to think too far ahead. But game by game.
I know. Listen, it's
PTSD.
PTSD does get you.
Don't be scared.
I mean, Charles, I did bring this up as well, matey. And listen, he has to. They joined it. The conversation was basically them asking if Arsenal won the title already in January. Again, I don't know where they get it. For Arsenal fans have said it. Paul Merson said when we played Chelsea that if Arsenal win this, I don't see anyone catching them. We didn't. Yeah, that's all that's come on. You're not going to get, if you've got AFTV and if Sky Sports are going off AFTV and AFTV have got people on there saying Arsenal going to wear its hairs, then no. You know, it's a game by game. You know, you don't win it by Christmas. You don't win it by January. It's what you do in the March, April time. You know what I mean? And if it's gone, you know, you all remember we're 97, 98, I'm going back years now, but we beat Man United, didn't we? We clawed back I think it's like a 10-point deficit. We won like 10 games, 11 games in advance. Yeah, we got the title from them. We weren't great, but we just went on a run. We just have to go on a run. You know, we've had a bit of a icky couple of draws. You know, we had a defeat at Villa. You know what I mean. We can go on a run, boys. We can go
I
on a
think
run.
that comment. Yeah, I completely agree. I'm not offended by
Yeah.
that because it's factual. It's a fact, right?
It's a fact.
It's not a fact.
You know what?
I
I was
do think it's a
offended
bit
for
of
about
mind
10
game.
seconds until I read it.
I think it's about mind games, you know. I think it's them saying that we're the champions. You're playing off, we're the champions. But yeah, no,
they're still the
I
champions until they're not the champions.
I think we should still respect that. They're still, you know, the league winners.
No, I said that. Don't overly respect them, but they won it. In my opinion, they won it with a very poor Premier League season last year because again we weren't great. You know, City weren't great, and there's no other sort of other team that are just so inconsistent. But they won it. End of. Salah played world class. You know, Liverpool slot just rolled in there, got his fitness, got every player playing. He rested them well. They just boom. They went well. Fair play. They're the champions right now. But you're the champions of last year. We want to be the champions.
That's what
so we have to show them respect to a certain degree.
Set down a
Let's
marker.
set a marker down. Well done, what you did last year, but we want it to be our time now. It's not yet because it's not over yet. You know what I mean? There's 18 games, but we want to show that we're more than capable of being champions. So,
Fulham were 1-0 up against Chelsea.
There you go. It's going to be in it. I mean, they're going to struggle.
Fulham would have a good result against Chelsea at home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bournemouth have beaten Tottenham. Oh, that turned around quickly. What happened then? There's 1-0 up. Bloody hell. No, we should play them off the park. Yeah. Talk with our football.
Exactly, mate. You have to listen to Jazz. It's got to be like that every game. You know, and also as well, which is a tough one, boys. And I know it's tough because you've got the jitters, you've got the PTSD, and what Dave is saying and alluding to, Tone. And I think as well, what we should do, just enjoy it. Whatever this season brings, let's just enjoy it. Yeah, because if it goes to the way we want it to go, then we'll be looking at ourselves going, why didn't we enjoy it? Let's just enjoy it, take it game by game. You know, you're gonna have peaks and troughs in any kind of season. But yeah, listen, I think, you know, tomorrow is one, pay the respect, but we want to show that we want to be where we want to be, and that is top of the league come May. And let's show it tomorrow. That's all you can do. Block out the noise. And let's hear the noise from the fans tomorrow, mate. And when a couple of goals go in, and you'll see some absolute proper noise there, boys. That's what we want to hear.
You know, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's, you know, I think if it's Aston Villa's anything to go by, I think the atmosphere is going to be unreal tomorrow.
Yeah.
You wasn't there earlier. Yes.
Yeah, you just picked it. That's it, mate. A Jazz for you. Listen, mate, we don't you worry at all. Listen, if you do miss anything, please just catch up on the YouTube. Anyone watching who catches the video, please give it a like. It does help me and Tony as well with the channel. A bit of like on the video, you know. We've got the subscribers, sorry, but a like on the video is good. But we've just done one. Check it about 20 minutes in, a Jazz for you've just picked the team. That's the team I've gone for. So.
Yeah,
the boys have agreed. They haven't, other than Tony wanting Martinelli up front.
Martinelli should have been through the middle, but you know,
he wants Martinelli through the middle of Jasper, but me and David keep trying to tell him.
Rice was in goal, wasn't he? Rice,
yeah,
he might as well be in goal. Fucking hell, he probably cleans the toilets when he's done.
He could play there. Everywhere. I'll tell you what, he could play there, the boy. I'm not gonna, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
definitely.
Well, look. Score prediction, gents.
Go on, Dave.
2-1.
2-1.
To the Arsenal.
Yeah, I'm going to go for I'm going to go 2-1 with an inkling for a 3-1, but I'm going to go with Dave, and I'm going to side with Dave with a 2-1 tone. I think Liverpool will nick a goal, whether we get one and they score and it will come out in the second half. I hope it's different, but yeah, I think it will be closer than what we think. We would love a thrashing, but that's a dream, boys. But 2-1 tone.
I'm going to go with 2-0. I think that
nice.
I think that we're too strong up top. I think, and now we've got pretty much our back Gabs and Saliba. Us a big game. Gabs owes us a big game. That Bournemouth.
We're a couple away time for having our whole defence back again, matey.
If City go ahead and draw tonight, the fire in their bellies when they go, or there should be fire in their bellies when they go out on that pitch. Early goal. I reckon we close them out 2-0. 2-0 for me. I think it'd be comfortable.
I'd
If we
love
score early, I
I'd
think
love
it'd
a
be
clean.
comfortable.
I love a clean sheet because it's Liverpool at the Emirates. They always score.
Set piece and a penalty. I'll take that all day long.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3-1. Oh, Vert's goal.
3-1.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah.
I think you're right. You
Goal.
could get a
Go
goal
on.
on 2 to 3-1.
Oh,
2 to 3-1.
well, he's
but
laid it all out here, isn't he? Vert's goal.
Gabriel with a set piece
That
goal.
might be worth having
Saka
a
and a
tenner on
yacht.
that.
Oh, a Jasper. I cannot tell you how much just for his own good and to shut a few of our fan base up that keep on his back. Just to get a yacht goal would be nice, mate, definitely. And for my FPL, because I'm still relying on Jot to start banging.
Isn't it nuts how we're literally... So, obviously, Jaspender's put Gabriel to score. Literally, that's how good he is from corners. You just
lethal, mate.
expect him to score.
He's lethal. It's brilliant,
How
mate.
many goals has he got this season
He's
so
got
far?
20 goals.
He's got 20 goals
for Arsenal.
Really?
I think he's close to Dave. If I'm not, I can't. Tone, can you either tomorrow or I'll tell you what, whatever happens prior to after the game, sorry, to our next match preview, please get me a stat. Don't worry now because we'll close the stream out. Get me a stat ready for because I think he's going to be our highest scoring. Koscielny was one of our highest score was the highest scoring centre back. I think it was someone worked out. Please, if I'm wrong, can you just get the stat up for us, mate?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll do it on the next stream. Don't worry now, mate. Just do it on because I'm pretty sure that Gabriel was closing in. Someone was saying it was Koscielny because he was quite handy, wasn't he, at set pieces?
Marlon.
Yeah.
That guy got a few goals.
Thank you. Here you go. We don't need to. Thank you. He's 2 behind. Thank you, Jazva. I appreciate that, my friend. Yeah, I knew it was close. So he's 2 behind Koscielny to become top scorer. Yeah.
No, is that right? So Big Gabs has scored 3 Premier League goals and 1 in the Champions League.
Yeah.
Why does it feel like he scored more?
Because he scores all the time.
Because he scored more last season as well, didn't he?
He scores clean sheets, Tone. That's what it is, mate.
He's our 20-man. He's our 20-goal striker this season.
No, yeah. Listen, there's plenty of room for Big Gabs, and I think he's going to have another. He's going to start to get into beast mode again, mate. And it's vitally important that he doesn't play any part in the Portsmouth game as well after tomorrow. But I'm hoping fingers crossed.
Carabao Cup first leg. They got to play the strongest side again.
They got to play the strongest side. Are we going to We're going to Stamford Bridge, aren't we, Dave?
Stamford Bridge first.
Yeah.
They won't
play
be
your
easy.
strongest team and then rotate a little bit. Rotate a few players out, but play one of your strongest, and maybe a Gabriel Saliba, one of them. Play your strongest as much as you can. Second leg. Rotate a bit more, smash them, and then we'll get Man City and we'll smash them in the FA.
We don't play a Premier League game for a little while after this one, so it's all cups. So let's
it's all cups, my friend. It'll be nice as well to have a bit of a break, though, wouldn't it, boys? As I say,
yeah,
from, do your business.
Go and play Portsmouth.
Exactly.
Go and see the other side of football. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Just see what it is. Go back to the Champions League. Just take the pressure valve off, boys. That would just be nice. Get another competition to watch.
Well, it'd be nice if we get the 3 points against Liverpool, go into the FA Cup, go into them League Cup games, a bit more relaxed. As this evening's going for us, we've got Palace, Aston Villa still drawing 0-0. You've got City and Brighton still 1-1. So if they stay the same,
what minutes stay on, Tone? Sorry to interrupt. Mate.
That's all right. City is 72 minutes, and you've got the same Crystal Palace.
72. Yeah, they kicked off at 7:30 Bones. So yeah.
And you've got. I mean, Wolves just equalised against Everton. It's interesting.
That's good for you.
It's good for me.
There you go.
Man United lose to Burnley, isn't though?
Yeah, mate. It's not good, is it?
That's interesting. That is. Yeah. Look, if we can get a cushion, like we can go into the cup games with a little bit more comfort, that we can take a little bit more risk with some players. I mean, I think he'll go strong in the League Cup. Like Declan Rice will start. You have Gyökeres, you'll have Gabriel and Saliba. So I think that's an important trophy. We discussed it yesterday. I think it's important that he goes for that. If he wins that, that's momentum towards the Premier League. And then on to the Champions League. Okay, now we're dreaming, lads. We're dreaming. It's good though.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, one game at a time, at a time. But enjoy it, boys. That's my.
Yeah.
If you're going to take any advice from me, if you give it anything from the waffle that I do talk, enjoy it. That's all I'm going to. That's Hopefully you can take that away. Enjoy every game, boys, and every moment. Just enjoy the season.
For a few years, mate. We ain't looked this
exactly. We've not had a team as strong as this. You know what I mean. We've had And as I said, in all due respect to the players, You haven't got like a Rob Holding waiting in the rings, a Mustafi, you know, a Nelson in all due respect, because he's an Arsenal lad, but he's not quite top tier level. Do you know what I mean? You haven't got an Eddie Nketiah. We've got players to come in of a different quality and different level. Maybe there's a 1 or 2 level raises you can add to it, but not much more. Because as I said to you, Tone, I'm not looking at X for transfers. I'm not flicking on every 10, 15 minutes because I think our team is very close. Bar maybe back up to Rice, as we've already said. I think we're all right at the moment. Do you know what I mean? And that's a first for us for many a year.
Yeah, I think if we can get a cheeky loan deal for another, like a centre midfielder,
100%.
in there, that's enough cover. Then I think
100%, mate.
We're still firing all 4 fronts.
Play like sometimes you might have to not risk Rice as well. Like if you know Norgard apparently weren't training boys, so I don't know if he's again picked up a tiny little issue. But listen, as you say, I think you've got, like Dave said as well, come the summer, you know, like Elliot Anderson.
Hey,
you know, you've got to be looking at someone.
I was just thinking that's looking better and better every day. That one.
Yeah.
Listen, mate, I'm with you. I'm on you. You know, Anderson. Imagine Anderson, Alvarez. Alvarez.
Yeah.
Up front. You know,
yeah.
Couple more level raises, boys, and you know,
we're getting to that point. Unstoppable.
Jasper, you're right.
He loves his modelling, doesn't he?
He has a bit of. He's got to have his modelling contract, so he goes missing for about 3 or 4 games to earn his money.
He's on the walkway. He pulled an hamstring on the walkway, didn't he?
That's what it is. As long as he don't listen, as long as he don't do his hamstring or his ankles or his calf, you know, we're all good. Do it for a bit, Calla, but come back, mate. Yeah,
wearing them high heels, mate. Yeah.
Come back for the Carabao semi-final, please, dude.
Yeah, Beckham was so wrong about it, you know.
Yeah, honestly, the stuff they get into footballers is the sponsorship deals.
Ridiculous. Look at Rice Baby. Where do you think Rice Baby come from? Muller Rice.
Yeah.
Part-time footballer, full-time model. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
He is.
You're earning the money at Arsenal, Calla. You got to play your football, boy. Come on.
Well, look, Joe, what he's done well this season. So if
he has been brilliant when he's come on. I think it looks quite positive, as I say, boys. But I tell you what, I'm so glad, Tone, that you don't ask me what my 18 start is. Not you. You asked me for my starting 11. Right, and you can kind of go with it, but you imagine who are you going to put on the bench, boys? Sorry, I apologise. It's 9, isn't it? There's 9 subs, 20. Sorry, boys, my bad.
But either
What's
way,
going to be your 20?
When they're fully fit, it's pretty a good question to get into. Let us know in the chat 100%. As well.
Yeah.
Who do you drop when everyone's fully fit?
Who do you put
in the squad? I think MLS is going to get, unfortunately, good one.
Wanyeri has to go.
Wanyeri's not going to have room in that squad. Even Norgard. Some weeks.
Norgard won't get in either time.
Is there a rule you have to have 2 goalkeepers as well?
No. That's only in the Champions League, mate. I think you got certain.
That's a stupid rule, isn't it?
I don't know why in the Champions League, but there's always 2 goalkeepers. I don't know if you get.
Is there a rule that you've got to have so many Englishmen in the
a certain?
I think it's 2 or 3
percentage. I swear it is. Yeah, in the Champions. I think it's in more in the Champions League, Dave. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, probably Jesus.
Obviously, foreign players that have been playing in England over 3 years.
You get that. Jasper, you're right. I think if Havertz gets fully fit as well, mate, he more likely won't get on there.
Although I think Jesus ain't done too bad though. I do think
he will play, and this is his kind of thing in the cup games, as Dave said. We've got cup games coming now out of our backsides. Yeah. Let's enjoy it as well. It'll be his chance and Havertz's chance to get back in. Yeah.
I wonder how long added time City are going to get against Brighton. Is anyone watching it in the background?
Nah, as I say, because I'm on the phone, mate. I can't follow it. So, but you're right, Jazz. For sometimes you do need it because you don't know if you got, you don't.
No, I mean 2 goalkeepers on the bench.
No, You
never know.
Yeah, sorry, Jazz. What Tony means is 2 goalkeepers on the bench on the substitutes bench, and the Champions League. We've actually got 3 because one player I'm really excited about, and I think he needs to have a loan deal if he's not going to get in the team, because obviously Raya and what's his name, Kepa, are going to be rotating. But Tommy Setford, English goalkeeper, signed him from Ajax. He's 3rd choice, and he's been upgraded. He's got a big future. He's just got obviously maybe learn a few things, and whether he can adapt to the, like look at Aaron Ramsdale. It could go that way, but he's got to adapt to the way we play. So yeah, just want to see, mate.
Yeah.
We have got enough. We've got options for the future as well, boys.
Cool. All right, well, we'll leave it there. I will.
Yeah.
There'll be a reaction video tomorrow, guys. I'll be standing out in the cold for you all.
Yeah.
If you've my reaction,
Me and Dave will keep you out there for 45 minutes after the game
Thank you,
as
mate.
well, so you
Yeah,
get absolutely
yeah,
appreciate
frozen.
that. I've always liked you, Wayne. Lovely.
Cheers, mate. That's why we're family.
Thank you for tuning in, guys. Look, please hit a like on the video. It helps the channel out a lot. Subscribe if you're new. Leave some comments, and if you want to, we can pick them up and answer them whilst we're offline.
Definitely. But anything we don't catch or you miss us when in the live stream, please leave it in the comments after you've watched it. But we appreciate it, guys.
Cool. Yeah, we'll see you on tomorrow's video. And come on, you Gunners.
Come on, you Gunners.
There's still 1-1. Anyway, have a good evening.
Have a good evening, boys.
See you later.